Hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy. How we doing?
Doing well. What about you?
I'm doing good. This is a real live test. Mary knows I just rearranged my apartment a little bit and literally first stream in a new space. Haven't even done Zoom calls or anything like that. So I am, yeah, I'm moderately concerned something's going to go wrong, but we're hanging in there.
I'm glad you saved it for the Global Hack Week hackers. I think
Hmm.
they deserve this breaking news before anyone else.
So true. So
Very,
true.
very happy to hear it. How is
I know
everyone
exactly.
doing today? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm sure they know exactly what's going on with me breaking character and talking about my background. I'm sure no one is confused by that since I have been here for all of Cloud Week.
Exactly. You've been very active at Cloud Week. Um, well, welcome everyone to our closing ceremony. I'm going to just start with a question as wild as it is. Somebody asked here, is 30 points good? That is awesome. Absolutely. 100%. I always remind folks the points are just for fun, but 30 points certainly shows that you have been involved in quite a bit this week, which you should be very, very proud of.
Yes, I'm also impressed with 30 points. And I see somebody asking about the deadline. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on here today. But if you have any last minute challenges you want to complete, normally you can sneak a couple in, but technically the event is over at this closing ceremony. But if you see the forums are still open, that means me and Mary are still counting the points.
Yes. Yep. Dev post challenges you can't spin anymore, but those Google form ones you can.
There you go.
Alrighty. Well, now that we've gone just wildly out of order with starting with questions, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Ryan, will you tell us who you are?
Yeah, of course. I'm Ryan. I am the director of events here at Major League Hacking, so I get to work on all sorts of cool stuff for our hackers and organizers. I run our coaches program, and I get to help out with all of our awesome events like Global Hack Week and our member event hackathons. And then last week, I was actually in Missouri. I'm normally based in New York City. I was out there hand packing letters for all of our Global Hack Week attendees. Me and Mary did a little visit to the fulfillment center, and we're doing some cleanup and got to see the assembly line that creates all of our letters. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yes,
Very, very
a
cool.
fun fact for the week here.
My first time seeing that behind the scenes, which was very cool. Well, on my end, for those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Mary. I work on first party events here at Major League Hacking. So that means my job is to work on events like this, things that we run in house online in our Discord or the conferences that we do. My fun fact is I am just really loving that we're getting a hint of fall weather here in New York, mostly only in the mornings and evenings, but the heat is starting to relax a little bit, which has been very welcome on my end.
I feel like we're in that really annoying phase of the weather where it's like a chilly morning and you maybe want a sweater or jacket, and then midday you go out for lunch or something and you're like sweating or that one short walk, and then you're back to being cold. But looking forward to the fall weather as well.
It is absolutely in that, but I'm here for it. I like it better than just the heat 24/7.
Also very fair.
Awesome. Well, we've got a bunch to cover today. I'd love to start with talking a little bit about what Major League Hacking is, though. Ryan, do you want to tell the folks at home what we do here?
Of course. Well, hopefully you all have joined us all week for Global Hack Week Cloud. If you have not, though, maybe this is your first stream, you're just popping in, that is A-OK. Major League Hacking runs Global Hack Week, and we also run what we call the Global Hacker Community. So this is all of our events, all of our community members that take place all over the world. Major League Hacking's mission is to empower hackers, just like each and every one of you at this event. Whether this is your first hackathon or hacking event you've been to, or you're going out to events every weekend, by being at any of our events, you're part of our community, and we want to provide you with all sorts of awesome things when you're at those events. We have over 1 million people over our 11-year lifetime that have attended our events, which is crazy. I feel like every time I say this number, I'm more and more impressed with it. But always excited to have you all here, and we are here to wrap up Cloud Week right now. If you are just joining us, don't worry, we have more Global Hack Weeks and awesome events coming up, but we'll do a little recap of Global Hack Week, and then we'll tell you about what all is coming down the pipeline as well. You want to tell us about Global Hack Week Cloud?
I would love to. So we spent the last 7 days working on projects all based around cloud technologies. So we're going to take a little look back over what y'all did over the past 7 days. So back 1 week ago today, y'all got started with GitHub Copilot. You hung out with Alberto over on the stream on that first day here and got all set up with using Copilot. Really, really fantastic tool. If y'all aren't already set up with it or you missed this workshop, go and check it out. Makes building your projects so much faster. And at least for me, much less frustrating to have a little helper there giving you answers to questions and things like that. Y'all also got to get started with Auth0. So the Auth0 team hopped onto our Twitch stream, did a really great workshop on how to get started with their platform. You know, adding authentication to any hack that you make really can help level it up, makes it just like that much more sophisticated. Another awesome workshop. If you missed this one, go and check it out. Their team is awesome. And I'm sure I will see a lot of y'all using Auth0 over at hackathons now. We had our third sponsor workshop there on day one. Y'all got to learn a little bit more about Defang. They actually did 2 workshops throughout the week. Highly recommend checking out both of those if you did not already. I saw their chat was super active with a bunch of y'all, shipping projects with them throughout the week. So huge shout out and thank you to those partners as well. We'll give them another shout out at the end of this. But awesome day one with all of them here.
I heard we were pretty close to overloading Defang as well on.
Were we really? Yeah. I did not know.
Overloading has maybe got a negative connotation to it, but there was lots of interest in it, which was exciting to see.
That's very cool.
They were asking us how many people to expect, which was very fun. So.
Love that. Rolling right into day 2, y'all continued working on your Auth0 projects. I don't know what it was about this week, but I saw tons of y'all like posting screenshots of your code in Discord and collaborating with each other on it. Really, really cool to see, especially with, when we have partners like this who are in the chat ready to help you out. Props to all of you who took advantage of that and got, real-time help from Auth0 employees, helping you, make sure you understood how to ship everything there. In addition to that, y'all worked with Cecilia throughout the week on a bunch of smart home projects. This was a very cool track. Cecilia covered a bunch of different things, I think over 3 or 4 parts throughout the week, leveling up little smart home devices, creating little automations for your homes, all of that cool stuff. I wish I would have tuned into more of these. I have no smart home features. I know Ryan really enjoys a smart home product.
I do enjoy a smart home device. I feel like I got the lights and I never went back. I really enjoy just yelling at my Google Home to turn on and off my lights for me.
Yes. After that, y'all worked on JavaScript projects over with Alberto. Again, I saw a bunch of y'all posting your code from this track, which was very cool. Alberto did a couple of JavaScript sessions throughout the week. I feel like at this point, he is our JavaScript expert on the team. So very cool stuff from him over there. Jumping into day 3, UT did a back-to-back stream. 2 different ones. I think he spent close to 4 hours live on Twitch, all on Saturday morning last week, which was very, very cool. I love a book project. So that was very cool, this database that he was working on the cloud with y'all.
I feel like UT loves a back-to-back stream. I feel like that's a really common, like UT.
Very common for UT, yes. Yeah. And then you kept working with Cecilia on this smart home, spent another day adding more features, fleshing that out further over there. Jumping into day 4 here, y'all got started with Kari on your mobile apps. Kari did a cloud-based mobile app this time. For those of you who come to Global Hack Week often, Kari almost always does some sort of mobile track based around whatever our theme is for the month. So this one was cloud-based, of course. Last month, she did an awesome AI/ML application. Curious to see what she'll do at these next ones we have throughout the rest of the year. But huge shout out to her for all the work on that track and for everyone who tuned in. Y'all also worked on some of the overlap between AI and the cloud. So you hung out with Abdullah on the stream, learning about the intersection of those two topics. I know that is two very, very popular topics right now. So excited to see y'all jumping into that. I know this is another one that's very career relevant as we're getting into recruiting season and all of that. So excited to see how y'all take all of this into your internships and interviews and all of that good stuff. Jumping on into day 5 here, y'all did a Docker track with Sagar. Very, very cool one. He covered a ton on this one. I watched some of the highlights from it. I know y'all did everything from like learning what Docker is and architecture of it to actually going and building quite a bit over there. Love that shout out. Lovely session.
I'm going to go add that to my to watch list because I did a Docker project like 3-4 weeks ago at this point. I was really struggling. So I'm going to go ping Sagar for some help is what it sounds like here. I also failed mid Docker, so you're not alone in the chat here. I also was struggling bad with that. So I'm going to go do some education.
Go and watch those recaps. Y'all also got started with Alberto with the Firebase session. I quite liked the title for this one. I don't know if you saw it, Ryan. It was called Firebase from Zero to Hero. And so Alberto took y'all from very, very basics of Firebase all the way to building a full project, getting to that hero status, if you will. Another very cool session, super popular cloud tool. I see this out at events all the time, it feels like. So awesome work on that one. Day 6, chugging along here. Y'all kept working on your Docker skills. Now y'all got into a bit more of the dev side of everything with Sagar. At this point, y'all were building some awesome things over there. Shout out to everyone who did that. And then y'all wrapped up the Firebase track with Alberto, continued building with him over there, which we love to see.
So I feel like that we covered a lot of like basic hackathon tools, which are like I hope people use in their projects this fall. I feel like I see Firebase, Docker, etc. All and for good reason, obviously. But I hope that people use those tools at their hackathons coming up here.
100%. Do you want to talk a little bit about what's next?
I was going to say I accidentally stumbled into a great transition there. Speaking of what's next, we do have a bunch of awesome events coming up here. In October, we're actually going to be diving into open source. I'm really excited about this Global Hack Week. This is one of our biggest of the year because we partner with the folks at DigitalOcean and their event called Hacktoberfest, which I hope many of you in the crowd have heard about. But Global Hack Week Open Source takes place in October. It's just a few short weeks away. I feel like in particular, this one is coming up really shortly here. So make sure you join us for that. In November, we have a career-focused week. So I think getting ready for some of those summer internships in 2025 and getting ready for graduation and all those exciting things and just brushing up your resumes, all that good stuff. And that's going to be taking place November 8th through 14th. I say it every time we get to this artwork, but this is my favorite character of the year as well. So shout out to Vic, our artist on this one as well. And then finally here in December, we're actually going to be exploring data and databases, another really popular topic. If you enjoyed any of those Firebase or MongoDB or any of those other types of tools, you're going to have a great opportunity to dive in and do even more with data in December. And this is going to take place the 6th through the 12th. So make sure you join us for all of those. They're all going to be available on the website right now. They should be at the very least. I think Mary dropped some links for us as well.
Yes. I just threw all the links in chat for y'all. So go and get signed up for those. I also I want to give a little shout out. We're rolling out some cool changes to Global Hack Week over the next few months that y'all will see very soon. But I'm excited for what we have in store for you for these last 3 Global Hack Weeks of the year.
I feel out of the loop here. I'm like trying to think about what you're previewing there. I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll just find out with everyone else, I guess.
Yeah. I see a question here about Career Week.
Yes.
Career Week, all of our Global Hack Weeks have a light theme to them. So like we're at Cloud Week right now. You'll still see content in other areas, but at Career Week, we're going to have a focus on job skills and careers. And so you might expect to see more maybe portfolio websites. You might see sessions about brushing up your resume. You might see some more panels where people are discussing their own journeys in tech and things like that. But that's kind of our light theme for the week is around careers, but there'll be plenty of like hard technology topics as well, though, so don't worry too much there.
Absolutely. And then shout out to Wei. Wei just plugged a docu-series that he did a couple of Global Hack Weeks back. So go and check out
I'm going to watch both of them there. I'm going to compare and contrast notes here. Also, just to finish out our what's upcoming stuff here, I do want to make sure I plug mlh.io/events. This is where you're going to find all of our member event hackathons. This weekend is actually our first big weekend of events for the 2025 hackathon season. So we do our the school calendar year. So the 2025 season is really kicking off this weekend. We've got VT Hacks, Hack the North, Hack the Mountains in India. There are plenty of other events that I'm missing. Hack MTY in Mexico. But I know we have over 10,000 people registered for hackathons this weekend. It's a very, very cool weekend and a great kickoff to the season. Make sure you check out mlh.io/events for more hackathons and hackathons in your area as well.
Yes. All righty.
Back on here.
Yes.
Talking about swag, I know that people are excited about those letters, and we have all the information you need to get yours here. Make sure that you registered and checked into the events, that you have an address on file with us, and you've completed our partner challenges. So in this case, that's going to be claiming the GitHub Student Developer Pack or telling us that you previously claimed it, creating an Auth0 account, and then similarly completing the Defang one-click deploy challenge. If you complete all three of these steps and have an address on file, we'll send you a letter with all sorts of stickers and swag from our partners in it. Those will come in the postal, like your normal postal system. So they do take a little bit of time to get out to you, typically about 4 months if you're outside of the US. And if you're inside the US, about 2 months is usually what we see there for that swag. If you joined us.
No, you go.
I insist, Mary. I'm going to wait.
Well, I was just going to say, if you aren't sure if you earned swag yet, we sent out a scoring email about an hour ago. You can check it. If there's any steps left to complete, I don't close the form until the day after Global Hack Week. A little bit of an insider secret there. So if you forgot to do any of those, you still have time. Go and submit them. And then I'll actually send in the swag order tomorrow. So if you've got a little bit of time, go and check that email and run and do it.
100%. And then finally on swag here, if you're looking to earn a little bit of bonus swag, if you checked into 5 of our live events this week, we actually include an extra sticker or 2 for you in your envelope. You'll get like a little hero icon, like a die cut sticker cutout or something like that. So you can look forward to that little extra bonus as well.
Yes.
With that, I think we have a bunch of thank yous to get through here. Mary, can I pass over to you?
Absolutely. Alrighty, so I want to start out with Alberto, Cecilia, and Alina. Alberto, like we already called out, did a JavaScript track as well as the Firebase track. Tons of hard work went into prepping those, so huge shout out to him. Cecilia, of course, not only did some of our mini events and Today in Global Hack Week streams, but also did that entire smart home track. Really awesome stuff. We love to see that kind of cloud technology getting woven into, I know, a topic that she is already passionate about. And then, of course, Alina covered a ton of our Today in Global Hack Week streams, certainly more than anyone else did throughout the week. Huge shout out to her for making sure y'all knew what was going on every day and answering all of the questions that y'all brought to her over on those. Next up, we have UT, Abdullah, and Kari. UT, of course, did his back-to-back track last weekend. Abdullah did a couple of different technical streams for y'all throughout this week, a couple of mini events, and some Today in Global Hack Week. So kind of a little bit of everything, which was great to see. Make sure you go and tell him thank you if you haven't yet. And then Kari, of course, did her mobile app track with a little bit of a cloud spin this week to make it on theme. Next up, we've got Paul and Sagar. Paul jumped in to help cover a couple of events for us this week. Huge thank you to him. I know he covered a mini event as well as a Today in Global Hack Week. Jumping on there to make sure y'all had a break from hacking and a place to get all of your questions answered. And then Sagar, of course, did an awesome Docker track. So huge shout out to both of them. And then last but certainly not least, huge thank you to Rosendo and Siddharth. If you don't know these two, they do a ton of behind the scenes work to make Global Hack Week happen. So Rosendo works with all of our partners who are the reason we can run Global Hack Weeks completely free of charge and send you all swag after the event. Awesome work from him as always. I know a lot of you saw him at opening ceremony. And then of course, Siddharth does a ton of the logistics for Global Hack Week. I know that if you opened a Discord ticket throughout the week, you most likely spoke to him, but he is behind the scenes with all of that. So if you see any of those folks I just shouted out around, please give them a thank you. They absolutely, absolutely deserve it. Alrighty. And then like we were talking about with Rosendo and the partners that he is able to support at Global Hack Week, I want to make sure we give a huge, huge thank you to GitHub, Auth0, and Dfeng. I will be sending out in the email tomorrow a couple more links for these 3 folks. I want to make sure you all take advantage of all of the offers that they are giving you all throughout the week and all of the really fantastic content that they prepped for y'all on their platforms. So if you did not dive into everything they have this week, there's still time to do it. Make sure you go and check them out. But we really could not run these events without folks like them. So huge, huge thank you there. See, Ryan is typing furiously in the chat over there. Thanks for answering the questions. I saw them all coming in, but looks like
called out now. Yes, there was a couple of people asking about events and things like that. I've answered some questions. As always, you're welcome to reach out to us at our email, hi@mlh.io. If you ever have questions, great spot to get help as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, we will see you next month for Open Source Week, which I am very, very excited for. One of my favorite ones, without a doubt. Any other questions that... Oh,
I weirdly asked a chatter a question, so I feel like we need to fill time until they reply. I would love to get back in touch with them. This is like a very weird venue to do this, but if you know some of the organizers, we would love to chat with them again. We partnered with them back before the pandemic, and so I don't think we've worked with them since then. But if you want to shoot an email to me, I would love to chat with them. I'll drop my email in chat here. You're gonna have to combine this, but you're welcome to email me if you want to get in touch. I would love to talk with the Hacknall team again.
Love it.
Oh, well, that was a convenient little end to the stream here. I feel like I really accomplished something. Got a little intro for an event.
Very,
got
very
to answer some questions. Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you all so much for joining us as always. I hope you all enjoyed Global Hack Week Cloud, and we will catch you in just a few short weeks for Global Hack Week Open Source as well.
Yes. Bye, everybody. See you soon.
See you, everyone.